From the Sunmark Federal Credit Union Content Studio, this is the Sunmark 360 with Glenn Stacy.
Hi everybody, welcome into the Sunmark 360 and the Sunmark Content Studio. I'm Glenn Stacy. According to a recent survey, 48% of employees say they are unhappy in their current jobs. Whether you're a recent college graduate or a seasoned employee looking for a new job can be a little bit stressful. And while there are many online job postings you can apply to, sometimes it can be difficult to find the right position that fits your lifestyle and your needs. Nicole Falzo, Human Resources Recruiter here at Sunmark, is with us today to share some insight that just might help you make that job search process a little bit easier, or better yet, help you score that next job. Nicole, thanks for joining us on the 360.
Happy to be here.
So I'm choosing to leave my current position because I'm unhappy, so I'm going to start testing the waters, seeing what's out there. Is there ever a good time of year to be doing that? Is this fall the time or is July the time?
Well, I always say fall is a great time to start re-evaluating your resume, because when you think about it, this is the time where a lot of employers are doing budgets. And so they're already thinking about what next year's new hires are going to be looking like, what type of positions they want to add to their teams. And so you being ready early is definitely going to be good for you when you think about the job searching process. I also look at summer as being often a time where employers are not hiring, because it tends to be a slower time because a lot of staff are on vacations. However, at Sunmark, we actually staff up in our branches and call center because we do have a lot of staff vacations. So I think that's also a great time to look.
Important to know who you're applying to, because
Correct.
it could also vary on the kind of job you're looking for.
Absolutely.
All right, now when it comes to getting your resume ready and getting set, you always see some of the biggest mistakes that people make. It's all over the web. What are some of the recommendations that you would suggest somebody should focus on when they're preparing their materials, getting them ready to apply for a new position?
First, I like to make sure people understand that the average recruiter only looks at a resume for about 6 seconds. So really you need to grab their attention. So making sure that your contact information is up to date, your objective is there, and clear and concise on your job responsibilities.
How many pages would you say a resume should be? I've seen some, that are a couple of pages, some are one page. Is there a preference?
Well, a lot of it depends on how much work history you've had out there. Rather you're a college student putting more volunteer or internship work versus your seasoned employee that's got 20, 30 years of experience. But I really still think it should only be a max of 2 pages.
And it sounds like some of those over-the-top things that you have seen or have heard people have done, either online or again, searching the web. I would guess, since you only have 6 seconds of attention, to kind of keep those to a minimum?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, from an HR perspective, what are some of the things that you're seeing with candidates that are kind of making the job difficult for you in filling some of the roles that are available here at Sunmark, or that some of your other friends in the HR world have seen?
I think making sure that candidates understand that when they're applying to different size companies, it's important to understand what their growth strategy is, as well as the advancement, how quick they're looking to advance. A lot of people want to move up very quickly, but they're not thinking about what experience is required for that job. Example, you can't run a branch if you've never been a teller, or you don't understand the business side of running a branch.
Yeah, and there's a lot to say about actually getting into, a position, kind of learning, being not making as much as you are hoping at the time, but that can lead to some really amazing things if you take the time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, any last thoughts that you would have for any applicant that might be looking to kind of find something that is more their speed, something that is kind of fits their lifestyle a little bit better?
I think first off, understanding what the company can offer you, but not only for benefits or job or compensation, but the culture. The culture is really important, I think, because that's, you want to like where you work every day.
Right.
Everything else could be great or not great based on the culture.
That's true.
So come work for Sunmark.
Absolutely. And speaking of Sunmark, we have
Yes.
some openings. How can they find out if somebody's watching the video and they
Absolutely.
think they want to work here?
Absolutely. I'd love to be able to see your resume. Please go ahead and jump onto the Sunmark website under the career section.
Yeah, sunmarkfcu.org, and hopefully you'll be working with Nicole and I. That'd be
That's
pretty
right.
neat, right?
Absolutely.
We're nice people.
We are.
We have a good culture.
That's right.
All right. And that's the Sunmark 360 for today. Again, if you are interested in working for Sunmark, seriously, go to our website, sunmarkfcu.org. Go to the career section, and Nicole will take a look at all your materials. If you are looking for a job somewhere else, looking for another position in another company, we hope some of these tips helped you as you begin that job search. So Nicole, thanks for being a part of it.
Absolutely.
All right, and that's a wrap on this edition of the Sunmark 360. We will see you next week. Don't forget to follow Sunmark and the Sunmark 360 on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.